Here now learned Greece her useful rules indites, when to repress and when indulge our flights. High on Parnassus' top her sun she showed, and pointed out those arduous paths they trod, held from afar aloft the immortal prize, and urged the rest by equal steps to rise. Just precepts thus from great examples given she drew from them what they derived from heaven. The generous critic fanned the poet's fire, and taught the world with reason to admire. Then criticism the muse's handmaid proved, to dress her charms, and make her more beloved. But following wits from that intention strayed, who could not win the mistress wooed the maid. Against the poets their own arms they turn, sure to hate most the men from whom they learned. So modern apothecaries taught the art by doctors' bills to play the doctor's part. Bold in the practice of mistaken rules, prescribe, apply, and call their masters fools. Some of the leaves of ancient authors pray, nor time nor moths e'er spoiled so much as they. Some dryly plain, without invention aid, write dull receipts how poems may be made. These leave the sense their learning to display, and those explain the meaning quite away. You, then, whose judgment the right course would steer, know well each ancient proper character, his fable, subject, scope in every page, religion, country, genius of his age. Without all these at once before your eyes, cavil you may, but never criticize. Be Homer's works your study and delight, read them by day and meditate by night. Thence form your judgment, thence your maxims bring, and trace the muses upward to their spring. Still with itself compare 'tis text, peruse, and let your comment be the Mantuan muse. When first young Maro in his boundless mind a work of outlast immortal Rome designed, perhaps he seemed above the critic's law, and but from nature's fountain scorn to draw. But when to examine every part he came, nature and Homer he found the same. Convinced, amazed, he checks the bold design, and rules as strict his labor work confined, as if the Stagirite o'erlooked each line. Learn hence, for ancient rules of just esteem, to copy nature is to copy them. Some beauties yet no precepts can declare, for there's a happiness as well as care. Music resembles poetry, in each are nameless graces which no methods teach, and which a master hand alone can reach, if there the rules not far enough extend, since rules were made but to promote their end. Some lucky license answers to the full the intent proposed, that license is a rule. Thus Pegasus, a nearer way to take, may boldly deviate from the common track, from vulgar bounds with brave disorder part, and snatch a grace beyond the reach of art, which without passing through the judgment gains the heart, and all its ends at once attains. In prospects thus some objects please our eyes, which out of nature's common order rise. The shapeless rock or hanging precipice great wits sometimes may gloriously offend, and rise to faults true critics dare not mend. But though the ancients thus their rules invade, as kings dispense with laws themselves have made, pardons beware, or if you must offend against the precept, ne'er transgress it end. Let it be seldom, and compelled by need, and have at least their precedent to plead. The critic else proceeds without remorse, seizes your fame, and puts his laws in force. I know there are of whose presumptuous thoughts those free beauties even in them seem faults. Some figures monstrous and misshapen appear, considered singly or beheld too near, which but proportion to their light or place due distance reconciles to form and grace. A prudent chef not always must display his powers in equal ranks and fair array, but with the occasion and the place comply. Conceal his force, nay, seem sometimes to fly. Those oft are stratagems which errors seem, nor is it Homer nods, but we that dream. Still green with bays, each ancient altar stands above the reach of sacrilegious hands, secure from flames, from envy's fiercer rage, destructive war, and all-involving age. See, from each clime the learned their incense bring. Here in old tongues consenting paeans ring. In praise so just let every voice be joined, and fill the general chorus of mankind. Hail, bards triumphant, born in happier days, immortal heirs of universal praise, whose honours with increase of ages grow, as streams roll down, enlarging as they flow. Nations unborn, your mighty name shall sound, and world's applause that must not yet be found. Oh, may some spark of your celestial fire, the last, the meanest of your sons inspire, that on the weak wings from far pursues your flights, glows which he reads, but trembles as he writes, to teach vain wits a science little known, to admire superior sense and doubt their own.